In the small bustling town of Ajeromi, nestled deep in the heart of Lagos, there lived a quiet, middle-aged man known as Baba Olumo. He ran a roadside herbal shop filled with bitters, roots, and ancient remedies passed down through generations. During the day, he was a familiar face, kind, reserved, and always greeting neighbors with a soft smile. But Baba Olumo harbored a secret. Every night, when the town slipped into sleep, he wandered the streets barefoot, carrying a leather pouch and a small wooden scoop. His mission? To collect people's sand footprints, the dusty outlines left on the ground by early morning joggers, late night travelers, and unsuspecting neighbors. No one knew this, but Baba Olumo's herbal business was booming, not because of his knowledge of plants or his charisma. It was booming because of an ancient ritual he learned from his late grandfather, a powerful Babalawo from Oyo, who taught him how to gather the spiritual essence of people through their sand footprints. He believed, or perhaps he knew, that within every footprint lay a trace of that person's ace, their spiritual life force. By gathering these footprints, Baba Olumo infused them into his herbs and charms, imbuing them with subtle powers of attraction, persuasion, and even mild manipulation. But there was one condition. He must never take the same person's footprint twice in the same moon cycle. Doing so would not only anger the spirits, but awaken a curse older than the town itself. For years, the ritual worked. Baba Olumo's fame grew. People traveled from other states to buy his medicines. He even bought a second shop, a car, and built a small bungalow behind his first house. But as his wealth grew, so did his greed. One humid night during the last week of the moon cycle, Baba Olumo was wandering through the neighborhood, pouch in hand. He stumbled across the footprint of Chinedu, a young, a vibrant mechanic who always greeted him with a toothy smile. Baba hesitated. "I've already taken his sand this month," he muttered. But the pouch in his hand vibrated lightly, a sign from the spirits. Or was it his own imagination? His success had plateaued lately. Maybe just one more would make things better. "Just this once," he said. He scooped the sand quickly, muttered a quiet chant in Yoruba, and disappeared into the night. The next morning, news broke. Chinedu was missing. At first, no one suspected foul play. People assumed he'd gone to visit his mother in the village. But days turned into weeks, and Chinedu didn't return. His workshop was left untouched, his phone unreachable. Baba Olumo tried to ignore the guilt rising in his throat. Business, strangely, had begun booming again, more than ever. Customers lined up before sunrise, and he could barely keep up with demand. But the joy didn't last. One night, as he prepared for his usual sand collecting walk, he heard a knock at his door. Not the front door, the back. The one that led directly to the backyard, where he dried herbs and kept his tools. He opened the door. Standing there was a figure cloaked in shadows, tall and completely still. The only thing visible was the sand-covered feet. "Who are you?" Baba Olumo whispered, heart racing. The figure didn't answer. Suddenly it stepped forward, revealing a familiar face, Chinedu's. But his eyes, they were hollow, lifeless. His voice came out like wind through dry leaves. "You took my path, twice." Before Baba could move, the spirit of Chinedu raised a hand, and the earth beneath him rumbled. The pouch on Baba's hip flew open, spilling out grains of sand, each glowing faintly, each whispering names. Names of those whose footprints had been stolen. The whispers grew louder until they became screams. The next morning, the townspeople found Baba Olumo's shop empty. The doors were wide open, his herbs scattered to the winds. But what made them tremble was what lay at the center of his compound. Hundreds of tiny sand footprints, all leading in a circle, all pointing inward. And in the center, a single message written with a finger in the dust. "Respect the path of others, or lose your own." No one ever saw Baba Olumo again. Some say he was taken by the spirits to the realm of forgotten paths. Others believe he still roams the earth, collecting footprints, unable to stop, cursed by his own greed. And as for the town of Ajeromi, people started to sweep their compounds more carefully. No one walked barefoot at night anymore, because you never know who's watching or collecting.